Adventure map time! Go on, grab some pens. We'll make a map, why not? Tell your friends. With Sock the Simpleton, and you guys too. I'm cringing now. How about you? Hello and welcome back to Adventure Map Time. It's been a very, very, very long time since the last episode, and I'm going to explain why that is. So, a recent update, I'm not sure which one to be perfectly honest, but a recent update has broken a lot of the stuff I did on the old map. That combined with me having actually lost interest in the actual general theme of the map. So what I've decided to do is actually start completely afresh. I'm going to explain in a moment just what the new theme is and how it's going to work out. Think of this map as an island hopper. You're going to start out on this starter island, obviously, starter, and you're going to solve a puzzle. Now, I want to make something very clear. I don't want this map to be particularly easy. In fact, I want it to be quite the opposite. I want it to be very difficult. And to help do that, I don't want to give any hints. I'm going to give one hint on the first island, but that's all you're going to get. So, I'm actually going to show you around the island, and I want you to see if you can figure out how the puzzle is solved. So I shall show you a few spots of the island of interest, and let's see how you fare. This is the starting platform. It's where you're going to spawn. It has quite a nice large view of the island and the ocean, and that is the spawning platform. Down on the seabed you can see some quite obvious little patterns on the floor. Now if you actually go into one of these, what's going to happen, you can get this little ticking, like a timer. So naturally you're going to try and get up to see what's sort of happening. So you're going to try and break the surface of the ocean, but then the ticking stops. What could that be about? And here is your hint. You'll never make it. With these clues, I want you to formulate a solution. The reason I'm actually asking you to do this is because I want you to have a fresh view of it from an outsider's perspective. I want opinions on this map. I want to know if this is too obscure, if it's too difficult, and it just would, apart from myself, because obviously I made it, I know how to solve it. I want you to tell me if it's possible to solve from an outsider's perspective. Your goal should probably be to get to the top of the island. There's this weird ticking when you're down there and you want to know what's going on. However, it is not actually possible to get to the top of the island from the bottom of the ocean floor. It's just, you cannot do it. And that is what this hint means. You'll never make it. So that's to sort of try to push you to come to the conclusion that you have to do something else. And the only other way to get to the top is to kill yourself. So let's sort of demonstrate how this is going to work. You go, let's say, into the central one, you start hearing the ticking, and let's pretend we die. We're dead. Now, let's see what happens when we respawn. Do you see that? Right here, a piece of dirt has popped up. Now, there's actually 3 of these, which each indicate the pattern on the floor. So the middle one's this one. There's also one over here. And there's also one on the other side of the island, right at the end. So let's see that one as well. So it's right about here, I believe. So the way this works is it's kind of like a little sprint. So let's see this in action. So you're going to start here, and you're going to have to do a really quick sprint, so from each checkpoint. Now, this part I thought was a little bit vague. It might not really be too obvious to someone, but let's see if that worked. Ah, look. So, as you can see, in the centre of the ocean, there is now a new entrance, and that goes to the next part of the puzzle. So let's take a look at actually how the whole thing works. So let's sort of dig down a little bit. So what we actually have down here is a spawner, which is spawning items. So it has a range of 3, I believe. And what this is doing is it's actually spawning items in a specific location. I'll show you that in a minute. So when you're down in the hole, in the ocean bed, an item will spawn here. you. That didn't work. Let's try that again. An item spawn here. Yeah, they're ticking. Yep. There you go. And it doesn't stay there for very long because it has a very short lifespan. So it doesn't give you enough time to get back to the top to see where the marker is. And there's 3 of these. One here, one there, and one there. And there you go. Now, what this spawner does here is it spawns an item down here. And I'll show you that. So underneath the ocean floor, under Dassie, we have right here. Let's see, over there, I'm going to break this. We have 3 pressure plates. Each obviously represents one of the checkpoints. And if all 3 are filled at the same time, this this line of redstone will turn off. This will allow this redstone torch to turn on, and it goes into a RS not latch to relinquish control of the piston. There's some pistons back here. Now, actually, the way this works is the first checkpoint. So this checkpoint over here has the item has a lifespan of 11 seconds. I think 11 seconds. Yeah. Then the next one has a lifespan of 6 seconds, and this one has a lifespan of 1 second. So it only actually works if you go from this side to that side to this bit. So you can't go from that bit to that bit to that bit. It's just sort of so that you know, if someone's just like meandering around the island, they don't stumble upon the secret by accident. And that's how that works. You might not necessarily understand completely, but that's the general gist of it. Actually, I could actually show you if I'm quick enough. So if I'm over here, okay, if we're really quick though, go down and we zoom down. I'm not going to make it. I am not going to make it. Aha! Oh wait, no. Right, okay, yeah, there's some stone here. There you go, you see it? There's some stone here. So that's actually the reason that I've got these stone blocking it so they don't fling off the place. So let's put these back. So it will spawn in one of the pressure plates. It will deactivate the RS NOR latch, and it will relinquish the pistons. And that is how that works. And it's quite. Oh yes, obviously I've broken the wire. Let me just fix that. So that is the introduction to the new map. I'd like to apologise if you were fond of the old map. I did like the idea at the beginning, but I did grow tired of it. I didn't really like how the theme of it, to be honest. I hope you like this the new way I'm going. I much prefer this method of doing it, so I can sort of confine people a little bit, so it's not too. I don't really want them to sort of wander off and be left to their own devices. I know if you're playing a map, you're not going to do that, but there are some. So yes, I hope you liked the format of this. Please give me your feedback. I want you to tell me what you thought of the actual puzzle, because I would sort of be going along this level of difficulty, because obviously I've shown you it now and it might seem obvious now, but what was your thoughts on the puzzle before I actually showed you anything? Was it too obscure? That's what I want to know. Was it too obscure, or was, for example, this running bit might have been a little bit, it might be a bit hard to figure out that these are checkpoints, but yeah, just tell me what you think, because I can refine it, maybe drop a few more hints and stuff. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please feel free to leave a rating, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and some cows, getting distracted, and I hope to see you next time on Adventure Map Time.